Wytchwood is a game where you play as a witch, attempting to gather 12 souls for a goat in order to fulfill your end of a deal. Gather ingredients and purge the world you live in of 12 evildoers, helping various people and animals along the way. This game came out in 2021 and was developed and published by Alien Trap. I started playing this game in 2022 and just recently finished it. The whole game actually only taking me around 14 hours. So let's get into why that happened. First of all, I absolutely adore the art style and art direction of this game. I love the gritty yet cute characters, many of which represent some of the archetypes of characters in fairy tales and storylines, based on some famous examples such as Little Red Riding Hood. I often found this game to be a really nice escape from reality, essentially, and I think that this is definitely thanks to its unique art style. I love the different biomes of the world, and I think this really adds to the sense of wonder and exploration this game has. Some of the biomes can get really easy to get lost in, however. It seems like that's on purpose, so I can't really fault it for that. What could have been a really nice addition, however, was maybe a real-time map or something, just to make things a bit easier to find. Now, let's get into the gameplay. The basic gameplay loop for this game is as follows. Number 1, find ingredients. 2, craft. And that's it. The game is essentially a list of fetch quests. This makes the game extremely accessible and relaxed, but also incredibly dull. Hence why it took me 2 years to finish its 14-hour story. The gameplay aspect of this game is honestly what makes me feel incredibly conflicted. On one hand, it is indeed a good cozy game you can just forget all your worries with, but on the other, it just feels boring and doesn't do anything innovative apart from its art style. There are a few parts in the game that try to do something different, but even then they don't really end up being all that different to the rest of the game. What I really wish the game had was either A, for the 12 major stories to be slightly shorter, or B, for there to be some smaller minigames, etc., scattered around the game to add some variety. These minigames could be puzzles, or just things like sorting items, or even some amount of inventory management, because right now, I just couldn't handle more than a couple crafting quests at a time. What I think would have also potentially helped with the game is having a more advanced way to track quests. The way the quest tracking is right now, you could only really track the quests as larger entities rather than say how much you need of each ingredient. I think this would have made playing the game feel a lot easier and just more efficient, which could have helped with speeding things up a bit. Obviously you can't just do this on your own using a pen and a piece of paper, but I personally felt that it would have been good to just have this built into the game. So unfortunately, overall, this game gets a 2 out of 5 from me. I really do, that I could give it more, but I just can't get over the absolute lack of variety in gameplay. As I mentioned before, I absolutely adore the unique art style and storylines, but in order for me to give it a better score, the gameplay aspect needs to match that as well. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe/follow for more Games I Play.